Welcome back to the DFS Den. It's Dave Eddy here, a.k.a. Corporal Eddie on Twitter. Well, 4 days into the season, 4 profitable days. Got I think it was a 12% ROI yesterday. So, kind of just got by, but profit is a profit. Won't complain, but I was happy to keep the streak alive, even though it wasn't much of a profit, but never going to go broke making a profit, so we'll take it. We move on here today. We've got a 10-game slate that I'm playing. Starts at 7:05 Eastern. Let's go ahead and hop into it so we can get you in and get you out with the information that you need. Pitching, I've got a small player pool. So even though we've got a 10-gamer, not a lot of guys that I'm interested. The 2 guys that I will point out are Hunter Brown and George Kirby, 2 young pitchers, so a little bit nerve-wracking there, but I like them both. So George Kirby is a guy who I think is a really good pitcher, and he's going to get you some strikeouts. So long as we've got 5 or 6 innings with 6 or 7 strikeouts, I think we'll be in good shape. Hunter Brown, much smaller track record there, but going up against the Tigers, who have been absolutely terrible, and Hunter Brown's a guy who can get a lot of strikeouts. So if he can go even 5 innings, he's probably going to get you 7 or 8 strikeouts and a W. So a little bit on the risky side of things here today for pitching, but the other 2 guys that I like are right at the top. I got Nestor Cortes and Charlie Morton. Nestor Cortes is fine. Charlie Morton is fine. Not a huge fan of their matchups going up against Philly and St. Louis. Charlie Morton's on the road in St. Louis, so I'm going to have him in my pool, but much less exposure than I am Kirby and Brown. Going to be a little more volatile than I like for the pitching side. As I've talked about before, I like to typically try to limit my volatility by focusing on the higher-end pitchers. This is another example, though, where you've got to play the slate, and that's where I'm looking to go. When we get to the offensive side of things, I'm actually liking the Red Sox as my top stack today, going up against Pittsburgh and Oviedo. So that's a pretty nice matchup. I'm liking that. So I'm looking at which Boston hitters am I most interested in? And it really comes down to the guy right at the top here, Alex Verdugo. He's got a nice lefty versus righty matchup. He's been off to a great start this year. He's got multiple hit efforts in 2 of 3 games. Does have a home run. And then his last 2 games, he's also got multiple RBIs. So double-digit efforts all across the board here so far in his 3 games. So I'm liking that. And then we got Wander Franco. He's a switch hitter, so he's always going to have a good matchup there. Going up against Williams of the Nationals. So another solid matchup. And very similar to Verdugo, Wander's been off to a great start. He's got multiple hits in each of his 3 games, one of which being a 3-hit effort. He's got 2 games in a row where he's hit for a double, and the other game he hit for a home run. So he's getting on base. He's getting RBIs. He's been off to a really good start. So that's kind of where I'm looking at for, my guys today. The 2 hitters are not too expensive. So I don't think I need to give you a super low money guy just because I think we've hit him with my 2 guys there. And like I said, pitching is going to be kind of interesting today. So I do like the slate as a whole because I think Boston's going to be kind of sneaky. So I wish you the best of luck today. Hopefully we hit 5 straight winning days in a row. Go ahead and drop a like on here if you've been enjoying these videos. If you've been winning money along with me, you definitely got to pop over here, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you get an alert every time a new video comes out. We usually have a short window for these, so you're going to want to get that information and get on as soon as you can. I will see you tomorrow.